the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Love. Roberts got it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
To pass is Jordan Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. That's into the hands of Jacob Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, they picked up the 1st down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
Going back to Love. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Love, they go play action now. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers, change up their timing, they're going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
And you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there.
And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Yeah, because I don't even know if everybody, yeah, that's what I don't even.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw Lawrence. And it's a short one here to his tight end. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Toss left side for Etienne. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Man, I can't even make hot routes. What kind of shit is that? This is terrible.
Now Lawrence. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brevin Jordan, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a
First down, going to the air with Love. And he's got his target, Harris. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. In this case,
blitz coming, and down he goes. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Love. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays. Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw now. Here's Love. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Love to throw for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level? As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And a loose football. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 23. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose? It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it. They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And trying to shake free, but ETN cannot. The defense will stop him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. Going for it, here's Etienne.
God,
He got there. Did they stop him?
Hey.
They did. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Love. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
First and 10 at the 39-yard
On 1st and 10, Love. It's caught by Roberts. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. First down, Love to pass. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To the air again, Love. Again, he targets Cup, and this time he's got it.
Great.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing. Love. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They'll try the left side with Etienne. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat? In every meeting with reporters this week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
From midfield now, Lawrence. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He'll get that underneath ETN. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
2nd and inches at the 33-yard line.
A handoff for ETN. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they do.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's a give to ETN. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Man open left side is Brown. And the Niners are going to have
damn, that wasn't a touchdown.
Off this drive with 6 points.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Melvin Gordon. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's good.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action this time with Love. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On third down, Love. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Mostert. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49ers.
Here's Love. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
They'll run. It's Etienne. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. This will be caught by Brown. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Your black what?
My black Puma shoes.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up at the 45. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
I thought he was going to drop back.
But we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee.
Man, I
Which
thought
we
he
say
was
all the
going to
time.
rush that.
The team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Love. It's brought in by Harris. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Mostert. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
It's my chance to beat this one.
His second touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's back to throw. And that's complete to Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he's got Jordan complete right side. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Back to throw. Rolling to his left. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll look to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with an extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now, have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
go for two and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. They'll try and run it in.
Oh, no, they cheated
It's
me.
incomplete.
No.
For the win, and the big gamble does
No, he was in there.
out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll conserve whatever time he can as they'll opt to bring it out to the 25-yard line. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a one-point victory. So the LA Rams with a victory here, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top-5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and